All right, well, you've been on the job for 2 weeks, so I assume you have everything figured out by now.
Yeah, every little nook and cranny of the organization has been explored. No, you know what, honestly, there are some things about the organization it's going to take weeks, months, even years to fully understand. But what I would say is that I've been able to absorb just a tremendous amount these first 2 weeks, and the amount of learning that I feel is taking place is really invigorating when I get up every day.
How have you prioritized the last 2 weeks? Has it been aligning philosophies with baseball operations? Has it been looking at personnel decisions or possible personnel decisions?
Yeah, I think the timing of the offseason dictates that we do have to look at, personnel decisions. Obviously, the offseason is in full swing. It's going to keep going, and we need to make sure we're prepared to take advantage of every possible opportunity. But, at the same time, what's I think is really taking up a lot of time and energy right now is that, building relationships, getting to know people, talking through philosophy, talking through the different challenges that, we may have organizationally that might not have been apparent to me from the outside, and figuring out how we're going to tackle them together.
I know that you had said you had spoken to Mookie Betts and his representatives are here, and you're hoping to speak to his representatives along with representatives for other players as well. You also talked about building relationships with players and how important that is to you. How difficult is that for you, given the situation that you're getting here in the offseason where these difficult decisions have to be made?
Yeah, it does, add certainly a layer that kind of looms over some of the conversations. But I think the main thing to establish is just an open door and establish honesty and transparency as much as we possibly can, and make sure that, all our players understand that they don't have to walk on eggshells, that they can ask questions, and we'll always be as straightforward with them as we can.
And Dustin Pedroia lives out in Arizona, where the GM meetings are being held, and the second baseman has missed the majority of last season as well as the one before after multiple knee surgeries. Pedroia has informed the team that he plans on playing in 2020. Bloom talked about catching up with Pedroia while in his home state.
Yeah, we are hoping to. Texted with him a little bit on the way in. Hopefully we'll get to see him before we head out.
Did you get any kind of report, just on his overall health, kind of where he's at right now?
Nothing overly specific. I know he's working pretty hard to make sure he's in as good a shape as possible. But mostly, certainly for me, a lot of it has been just getting to know him, knowing his importance here and to this organization. Wanted to make sure to build a rapport with him as quickly as I could.